This afternoon. So this is my second update for today, and we have, or well, now designated potential tropical cyclone 18. So that was previously known as Invest 97L, and it has been designated as a potential tropical cyclone because tropical storm conditions are expected in Jamaica tomorrow. So the island is under a tropical storm warning right now, and the Cayman Islands are under a hurricane watch. So hurricane conditions will be possible as we head into Tuesday for the Cayman Islands later in the day. So we're going to be looking at all the details for the system. Let's get straight to it. Here we are looking at the infrared satellite imagery of the Caribbean basin right now. So lots of showers, lots of thunderstorms across the area, and right in here is where we have PTC, or potential tropical cyclone 18. So I'll refer to it as PTC throughout the video. So it is trying to get itself together. It's not a developed tropical depression. It doesn't have that closed off center of circulation as yet, and those winds are not yet sustained and at tropical storm force intensity either, but that is expected as we head into tomorrow. So it is expected to reach tropical storm status, eventually acquiring the name Rafael, and it is likely to become a hurricane as well before it approaches the western part of Cuba, including Isle of Youth up there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the details. This is the core forecast from the National Hurricane Center for the disturbance. Here we can see that that blue highlight for Jamaica indicating that tropical storm warning, and that pink shaded, the pink shaded for a hurricane watch rather for the Cayman Islands. Now notice that this has shifted a bit further west compared to the model tracks earlier. So there's been a bit of a westward shift. So the center may miss Jamaica, but we're only talking about the center. I always try to emphasize this. Even if the center stays offshore, especially with something as disorganized as a tropical storm, and especially if it is a large system, the rainfall is going to be widespread. Matter of fact, parts of southern Haiti could receive rainfall amounts up to 6 inches, and look at where the center is expected to be, well offshore to the west. So it is going to be unleashing impacts far beyond where that center of circulation is. And I'm expecting that the schools should be closed tomorrow across Jamaica, along with many businesses, to protect life as best as possible, because as I had mentioned in this morning's video, many areas have already experienced some level of flooding, and the soil is also quite saturated because of all of the heavy rain that has been experienced over the past several days. So that is the story for some parts of Jamaica, especially the eastern parishes. And with the system expected to move by very close as a tropical storm, it is definitely going to result in flooding. Impacts are expected. Some of the rainfall that we're experiencing is already being influenced by PTC 18, and those tropical storm impacts will be very likely late tomorrow on Monday, going into very early Tuesday morning. So by 1 a.m. Tuesday, the center is expected to be just offshore western Jamaica, and those tropical storm conditions, the tropical storm force winds, those very rough seas, the plethora of rainfall is gonna pose a problem. So guys, please do not take any unnecessary risks. Stay safe. And also with some of these wind gusts, there could be those power outages as well. So charge up those devices and ensure that you have clean drinking water stored away, because with all the flooding that may take place, some of the water sources may become contaminated. So ensure that you have safe drinking water stored away. This is not going to be a major system like a hurricane, like a Cat 3 or Cat 4, but nonetheless, it is likely to be very impactful. Currently, though, it is not a fast mover. It is moving to the northeast at 7 miles per hour, and it will gradually pick up in its acceleration. And eventually, we see that on Wednesday, very early Wednesday morning, it is expected to become a hurricane. But when it is going to be moving into the Gulf, this is not the classic peak season system where rapid intensification takes place, because we are in the month of November. Waters are cooling off, so rapid intensification, especially as it will eventually approach the Gulf Coast, is going to be quite unlikely because the waters have been cooling off within the area, and that's one of the key factors as it pertains to development and intensification. Going on to the expected rainfall, this is the forecast. So we're seeing these different colors on this graphic, and there we have the legend to the right side of your screen with the different colors and the amount of rainfall each represents in both inches and millimeters. So the highest rainfall amounts over the course of the next couple of days through Wednesday is likely to be for Jamaica, especially some of our southeastern parishes. So there could be isolated rainfall amounts up to 8 inches or so, as you're going to be heading over the course of the next couple of days. So many of the southern parishes will likely experience the bulk of the rainfall activity. And as I had mentioned earlier, parts of southwestern Haiti, the Tiburon Peninsula, likely to experience rainfall amounts up to 6 inches as well. Similar thing for the Cayman Islands, especially the islands off to the east of the Cayman and Cayman Brac, parts of Cuba. And again, the system is likely to approach western Cuba as a hurricane. So we are in for a treat for certain. We'll be experiencing those winds exceeding 39 miles per hour in parts of Jamaica, with higher gusts, of course. So that is going to be an issue as we head into tomorrow and very early on Tuesday. So I really just wanted to bring that to your attention and give you guys the updates this evening that we now have potential tropical cyclone 18. It's not yet a tropical depression or a storm, so there's a lot of information going around, misinformation at that, that there is an active tropical storm. It's not yet Raphael, but it is expected to become Raphael as we head into tomorrow. So we don't have an official storm just yet. But again, regardless, those impacts are going to be life-threatening as we head into tomorrow for Jamaica, eventually the Cayman Islands, as well as western Cuba.